gals, and we're here from Drake Wayne Gaming, and some of you may on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Supernova, Superfang's Path. That's right, Supernova's back, y'all, and, well, the update broke my saves, but it seems that the author has a genius little way of getting you back into the action with the latest chapter. So let's go ahead and jump right back in. But before we do that, y'all, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos, one of which is already out. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up. Let's go. Let me show you all this. All right, yeah, I love this. This is so cool. All right. Hey there, kiddo. Welcome back to Supernova. Did the author break your saves again? Well, not to worry. Old Templar is here to guide you back to where you left off. We just need to make a few simple choices to make sure Nick's story is customized to your liking. Michael, the original Templar, lives on. You can jump either to the start of one of the routes, or alternatively, you can jump to the latest available chapter of a given route. I'll do pick a route and jump to its latest chapter. Alright then, let's make some decisions, shall we? Choose wisely. Did Nick push Lucas out of the way of the falling debris? Nick pushed Lucas. Did Nick try to help Templar? Yes. Excellent choice. When prompted by the Baron, did Nick try to take off the bracelet? He tried to take it off. To get Mom off his back about taking him from the hospital, Nick said that Lucas would pick him up, I think. Yeah. Who did Nick choose to speak with before his mentor decision? Superfang. Who did Nick choose as his mentor? Note, some options won't work depending on previous choices. Superfang. Did Nick agree to be chipped by the Baron? Did Nick try to comfort Vince during the funeral? Did Nick share what Sarah said with Nisus and Superfang? Kept it to himself. That's the end of the common route. Now let's see which route you've ended up on, shall we? Superfang's route, eh? Easy to like, isn't he? Great kid. A little inexperienced, but brimming with enthusiasm. Hope the route's going well. Now, let's finish up the rest of the choices. Did Nick agree to get swimming lessons from Vince? Yeah. Which member of the Sentinels did Nick say he looks up to? Did Nick ask Superfang who his hero was? When stopping the robbers, did Nick hit the armed kid? Great, you're all done. Enjoy the rest of the story. I get to rest the next day while Vince is busy with work. Aside from going to the gym again, I take it easy, which means doing some light research into my cool new bracelet. Now, normally Templar's family would be the best source of information on that, but I'm not about to bother them. I have a feeling Daniel would be thrilled to hear from me, and he probably knows the most. Maybe the Baron knows some stuff about it too. I should ask him. But for now, it's just me and the internet. And it's interesting that the designs are so clearly Celtic. The pattern around the warrior in the middle looked to be similar to the Dara knot, albeit simpler. A symbol of strength. Appropriate. There's a triskel, the triple spiral on the armor itself, too. The question is whether someone who made it that long ago took those Celtic symbols as inspiration, or if Templar has in fact been around for a long, long time, if with a different name. I lean back in my chair and away from the laptop screen, closing my eyes. Could the bracelet have really been in the O'Connor's family for, what, centuries? Surely not. It's absurd Templar would give it away to a complete stranger then. So much for taking it easy. I'm giving myself a headache. Maybe it's just for the best that I don't overthink this. Putting my curiosity aside for now, I should focus on being a good Templar. Especially since staring at ancient symbols on the internet doesn't really tell me that much. Nope. One second, y'all. It is water time. Oh, that's some good bubbly. Morning. How's it going? Yo! Just finished breakfast. How was work yesterday? Oh, good. I'm free today. So I was thinking we should go to the beach. Oh, beach episode. Want a day off to relax? Well, I was thinking about those swimming lessons. Ooh. Sure, okay. Okay, cool. Can I pick you up in an hour then? Alright. I'll see if I have any swim trunks in the meantime, Lamau. LMAO. Lol. At least Vince can't hear me screaming internally right now. I only ever go to the beach to hang out, play volleyball, and at most wet my feet a little. But I don't want to be whining at Vince about my unwillingness to get anywhere near ocean water. Gotta suck it up. In the common room, Lucas is snoring on the couch. Looks like he went out last night and passed out here. I sneaked out quietly so as to not wake him. Oh, looking good, looking good. Looks like his sprite got updated too. Vince waves to me as soon as I appear on the quad. Oh God, I hope nobody I know sees us. I can practically hear Jess snarking about my newest boy toy. Hey, Vince, I thought you'd be here a bit later. Morning, I was gonna drive around till you texted me, but there were a bunch of empty parking spaces, so I figured I might as well meet you here. Cool. Shall we go? Yeah, sure, I was just looking around. I've only been at Grifton a couple times. Oh, someone invites you to a party or something? Yep. I smile at him as he leads me to where his car is parked. You aren't nervous, are you? You mean about swimming? He nods. Oh, no, I'm fine. You sure? Huh. I stare idly out the window of Vince's car as we drive down the coast. Nova has a couple beaches within city limits, but the best ones are a bit further away, and that's where Vince is taking us. Truth be told, I would prefer to stay in the city, since everyone knows where the best swimming spots are. The beaches in the city end up being less crowded. I assume you used to come down to the ocean with your family. No, not really. Did you? Yeah, parents would usually take us to the beach on the weekends. I'd just stay on the sand with my mom while my sister and dad went swimming. No, I didn't know you had a sister. Yeah, older. She's on the East Coast for her master's degree. I think I remember you having a younger brother? Yeah. The tiger falls silent, his eyes locked on the empty road ahead of us. Is he in Nova? I think so. Sorry, we don't need to... No, it's fine. Mitch just, didn't really get along with our parents, and they had a big falling out around the time he was graduating, and he hasn't really been keeping in touch since he moved out. Oh, not even with you? No, he thinks that I kind of sided with him, I guess. Damn, I'm sorry. It's okay, really. Mitch will be fine, and I'm sure he'll come around soon enough. I hope so. I should probably let it go at this point, but curiosity spurs me on. Was it something about his college career? Because you said your parents didn't want you to go into the arts, so I don't know. Kinda, I guess. Second, water time. Oh god, that's so good. As Vince doesn't elaborate, I nod and don't bother him with any more questions. He speaks up soon enough. Are you close with your sister? Yeah, I'd say so. She was already off to college when I was entering high school, though, so we haven't been seeing each other that often. Dad wanted us all to go to Europe together this summer, but I don't think I'll be going. Why not? Vince, I have a bit too much going on right now. You know? I wave the bracelet around and he nods. Yeah, fair enough. Still, it's a shame you have to miss out on that. It's fine, don't worry. Vince, Superfang's profile has been updated. How do you get the damn phone again? No. This profile has been updated, okay? Let's see. I kind of remember his brother. He seemed like a quiet kid. He was a year younger, and I don't recall us ever speaking. I hope they managed to reestablish contact. Vince is clearly unhappy with the situation. Okay? Vince makes a turn to the right, and we start descending towards the beach. Oh. Oh my. All good? I blinked, then nodded with some hesitation. I guess Vince noticed me staring longingly at the teams of three currently passing the volleyball to one another. The ocean is cold as usual, lapping lazily at my ankles as I stand there with the tiger smile at me in encouragement. Sighing, I take several steps forward until the water is up to my waist. I hate just about everything about this. The cold water, the shifting sand beneath my feet, the way my fur is going to look when I finally get out of this salty mess. Nick, we don't have to do this if you really don't want to. I'm fine. Not with the face you're making. My face is fine, too. I just need a moment. All right, sure. Here, hold my sunglasses for a second. Handing them over, my striped coach then dives into the water further away, grins, and starts doing a lazy backstroke in circles around me. It feels great. I'm sure it does. Grinning, he stops and stands next to me again. I can teach you all the styles if you want to keep coming back here, But you only really need to know the breaststroke. It's the easiest to learn. Because I don't need to put my head underwater? Exactly. But it's the slowest, so if you want to keep up with me, you'll need to graduate to freestyle. Baby steps, right? Ha! Okay! And with that, the lesson commences. Vince gives me a demonstration. Then he has me practice the basic motion with my arms while standing. The rhythmic motion as I send ring after ring of ripples away from me would be almost relaxing if not for the looming awareness that I will soon be expected to use this very motion to swim. You know, it's kind of funny that you look so easily to flying when you're afraid of swimming. Oh, so you think I'm funny? No, I didn't mean it. Relax, I'm kidding. But as for flying, well, for one thing, I know for a fact that there aren't any sharks up in the air. Are you afraid of sharks, then? No, I mean, this isn't about sharks, just, you know, all the horrific things that lurk down there, waiting patiently to chomp at your meaty parts. And you have a lot of those, so maybe you should be more afraid than I am. No, those are my best parts! But at least me being here will mean the horrors will go after me first, no? I laugh at that. Explaining my deep and abiding fear of swimming isn't easy, especially since even I don't know where it comes from. But Vince is cracking me up, and that helps me relax enough that I could stand to be here for a while longer. Plus, in the end, I'd learned to swim. Learning to swim a little doesn't obligate me to be in the water. I'll just know how to survive better if I do. If I do end up there somehow. It's like, you know, water time. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Sharks aside, at least the flying should have given you some idea of what to expect here. I guess. Want to give it a try, then? I'll be here to set you up right if needed. Sure, let's do this. And so I find myself floating, with Vince holding both his arms in the water just under my chest and belly while I try to propel my body forward. At first, it's more akin to the kicking and flailing of a drowning man, but with some adjustments, I start doing a little better. It doesn't feel anything like flying, of course. The armor doesn't require me to do any physical work. Even if the breaststroke is surprisingly easy, all those push-ups paying off? Don't kick straight behind you like that. Vince gives me notes from time to time, but for the most part, he just follows me around, arms still held under me. It's a little embarrassing with all these people around. It almost makes me wish we had a private little beach somewhere. I think I could try doing it on my own a little. Nodding, the tiger steps slightly back while I prepare. With nothing holding me up now, keeping my legs at the right level isn't quite as easy. The instinct to put them back in the sand is too strong, but I somehow manage. As I swim a circle around the tiger, it gives me a thumbs up. Wow, I could be a professional! I believe in ya! My laughter turns into sputtering as a small wave hits my open mouth, causing it to be filled with salt water. Yuck! Whoa, you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Ugh. You know, you could probably float on your back. Can you? No, my body's a little too dense for that. He gives a sheepish smile in response to my raised eyebrow. Want to try? I guess. What do I do? Just like before, Vince spots me with a hand under my back while explaining what to do. Don't hold your head up so high. It'll just strain your neck. It's best to keep your ears underwater. Trying to relax, like he said, I let the back of my head sink a little. Excuse me. I don't enjoy what happens to the sounds when I'm like this, being so muted, but I suppose I can see why people might find this relaxing. Maybe I should try doing this while flying with my armor. I bet it would feel much nicer to float on my back mid-air. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!